I first went to art school and studied painting and have since then worked in the medium of painting, but also expanded my practice out to incorporate other media, particularly digital video. My practice looks at the way that we as humans engage with the world around us, our relationship with that world and with one another within that world, and in particular the ways that we try to make sense of that. I start with a concept that I'd like to bring to fruition, and I kind of make a correlative relationship with the medium that I'm using. And I use that media to work through the concept, and the concept will evolve depending on the kind of personalities of the media, and at the end, hopefully, something happens. For NEW13, I was approached to specifically make a new work. I'd been thinking for a while of working in 16mm film. And this came really from both my kind of the more painting side of my practice and the digital video side, which are constantly sort of informing one another anyway. But I felt to work in the celluloid medium. I think it speaks with both of them very well, and it also has this fabulous alchemy. I suggested that I use an existing work of mine, a work called Revolution, as the starting point, but using 16mm film instead of digital video. So the work incorporates the original idea, where I've filmed the fountain in Trafalgar Square and I've filmed passers-by, but when they pass in front of the camera, I've removed their silhouette. But I've extended that out and allowed their silhouette to sort of start eating into the surrounding landscape. So that landscape itself sort of dissolves and is in a way inhabited sort of more thoroughly by these passers-by or these inhabitants. That space is replaced by another kind of footage that I worked on, painting directly onto the surface of the film and using all sorts of different substances to create different effects. A very kind of painterly surface that then sort of intrudes upon this photographic, filmic surface. And as the film plays out, the photographic, filmic re-intrudes back. A sort of setting up of a logic and then allowing it to dissolve and be replaced by another, but somewhere in the middle there's hopefully something else that happens between them. I really don't know what I'm going to get until the film's exposed. I really don't know what level of error, or even if there's going to be anything there at all. But within that, there's the kind of enigma that's sort of quite fascinating to work with. It also underlies the sort of conceptual aspects of the work as well, this sort of encounter with the world and trying to make sense of it. You're always encountering something partial. You're always approaching the known with an awareness that there's a whole lot that's not known, and that things are going to happen within that are not only beyond your control but beyond your understanding, but you're going to do your best to digest them and make them into something that kind of has a life.